Hi, Scorpio Seeker. Welcome to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane if you're new. Excuse the sunglasses, it's just all this gaslighting going around. Ow. My eyes. My eyes. I mean, when you're not that intelligent, it's easy to not be manipulative. But when you're super smart, it becomes harder to not manipulate. Why? Because it's so easy to do, benefits, and then it takes a really strong heart. So what happens when your mind is strong, but when your heart is weak, and you manipulate and gaslight the S and the F out of people? I'm not saying you, this could be someone that you're dealing with. Scorpio. I didn't say it was you. I'm not saying it's not you, it could be. Many people watching, general readings. It's just my eyes hurt from all the gaslighting. I've been mansplained, gaslighted, and deflected in the past just couple of weeks, more than I have in a lifetime. What is going on? I tell you what is going on. Other than Nugget. Saturn woke up going direct. People are being delivered with karma. And people are also waking up to realizing stuff. So they call people out on their BS. And if you call someone out, well, they want to avoid it. So what's the first reaction when they're cornered? Gaslighting, deflection. Guys, excuse me saying mansplain, but you know what I mean. I'm sure it's not you. So if you are facing that, like me, the bright light of the gaslight, you're probably calling people out. Watch Virgo. You might relate. Virgos are calling people out left and right. Proud of them and proud of you, or the cross watcher for doing so. Put on the sunglasses and start talking your truth, Scorpio. Do not let them get away with it. Be smart. Don't put yourself in a hazard. Occasionally be a little bit politically correct to the level needed. But do tell, do say, do call out. Sooner you'll do it, or the sooner you'll admit, the sooner we could take these sunglasses off. Well, duh. First card out, the Magician. With power comes responsibility. As I said, when you're incredibly bright, you face a difficulty. And are you responsible enough to use your ability as opposed to abuse your ability, right? Or this person that you're involved with. People in general, Scorpio. This Magician here is highly gifted. They know how to work with the elements of life. They know what to say, when to say, how to say, where to say. They are the grand manifester. It's a skill, it's a craft, it's beautiful. Now what do you do with it? What do we do with it? Five of Cups. Well, right now, not much, because we lacking self-esteem, or feeling a little bit sad, or regretful, or unable. But this is the same person right here. It's enough to just look at the images. This is who you truly are, in essence. But circumstance shows that this is who you are right now. What to do? Rid of the cloak. Speak the way you can speak. It's Mercurial card, right? Very communicative. In the Greek mythology, this is Hermes, the messenger that communicates between the gods and the humans, the mortals, and the underworld. He was capable of traveling between all the worlds and deliver messages. He knew all the languages. You know all the languages. If it's hard for you to differentiate when, where, how to do or say, just sum it down to truth. Buddha had 3 questions for himself before he spoke. Is this true? Is this kind? Is this necessary? Mind, kind, not necessarily nice. Sometimes the necessary truth doesn't sound nice, but in the long haul, it's kind. Because you're not wasting someone's time. Because you help your own evolution and their evolution. Make the 3rd one up. Just kidding. Well, 1, 2, 3. What was I supposed to do? It was inevitable. The joke was inevitable. Scorpio. You're highly gifted, but you're feeling low. Let's see further. Did I mention this was for October? Welcome to your October Taroscope. Show me more, please. After Tarot. For Scorpios. Different placements. For October. What can I tell Scorpio to guide them and benefit them at this moment in time? Okay. To follow the 5 of Cups, we have 9 of Swords and then 3 of Wands. If you're deep right now, go the extra mile. Go deeper. And then come out on the other side. This reptile here, your fears, your anxieties, your self-torment, can only be born as this hawk that is free, that guides you on a better path for yourself. If you burn it to the ashes. So, how do you burn it to the ashes? By facing it fully. This is not about self-pity or denial or hiding. Quite the opposite. This is about running straight into the fire, into the storm, diving deep into your subconscious. Talk to yourself about it truthfully with yourself, whatever this is. Do the integration, the transmutation. If you want further guidance on how to do so, I made a video, my most recent 13th element, integration, transmutation, and alchemy of the spirit. Check it, it's on my 13th element playlist. I go deeper and fully explain how to do so if you resonate with this. And once you do, 9 of Swords is the depths of the agony. Once you do, in the right moment, when you'll fully do it, you'll wake up like this, with more acknowledgement of your abilities. You can do it, Scorpio. You can do it. This is all the same character. The hero's journey. In potential, they're a hero, but they have to go through their own darkness and all the myths. When heroes fight and battle off demons and monsters, it's all metaphors. You know that, right? For the human condition, for the human psyche, we fight our own demons, our own fears, and our own gunk. The hero's journey to save whatever is our journey to save ourselves. Guess how I'm going to call this video? Show me more, please, for Scorpio. Taurus got superhero. Maybe you should watch that too. I don't know. Too many. I'll just take the two that... Oh, Four of Cups, Four of Swords. Two fours. We're going from Five of Cups to Four of Cups. That's good. And from Nine of Swords to Four of Swords. That's good. You need rest, Scorpio. You need rest and nuggets and whatever it is that you like. You need to figure out your own self-doubts and insecurities and transmute them. It's all energy. I always say it. Everything is energy. Good emotion, bad emotion, it's emotion. You block one, you block the other. Interesting. Show me more, please. Two of Cups. Oh, what a lovely shift. Look at this. This is better. So, halfway through the month, if you do the work, you will. Because I don't really need to tell Scorpios to go deep. If anything, I need you to chill with that. I need to tell you to chill with that. But something about what is going on, you needed to hear this. Two of Cups is a very harmonious connection. It's mutual, it's eye level, it's supportive. Obviously, it could be romantic, but it can also be just a really, really good supportive friend or a family member. But once you restore your connection with yourself, you can restore the connection with the other. And we see the insinuation for it right here in the Four of Swords, where there's another, it's the first time another character walks into the image. And then they're both fully standing and in their strength in this Two of Cups. Find your best friend within, and then they'll manifest. Then they'll manifest on the outside. You have someone that truly cares about you, Scorpio, and that you truly care about them. Maybe they'll enter further down the month. Maybe you already have a clue of whom I'm talking about. I feel like some of you know who I'm talking about because the Two of Cups is positioned right underneath the Magician. I just noticed how he's pointing down. I feel like some of you have been trying to manifest maybe a love or a relationship, and you felt like it was just not working, so you've been giving up or just letting it be. And from the place of giving up, more so letting it be, and then inevitably going within, because you don't have something exterior to put your focus on, so you go within, then it shows up. You know how it goes. Show me more, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, King of Pentacles. So we're also now moving up for being self-sufficient. Moving up to 2, not 4. That makes sense, you're right. Moving into being more self-sufficient. King of Pentacles is the master of the earth element. He's on top of his finances, of his career, of his leadership. He feels very grounded, very connected. Maybe it's this connection with this Two of Cups that comes along or evolves that helps you feel belong, and then inevitably it kind of like a domino effect just makes you more productive with your finances and with your life in general. This is temporary what you're going through right now, Scorpio. It is. Two of Cups, King of Pentacles. It's really looking up. It's like you in 1 month you go from I don't want to leave my bed to I'm so satisfied with where I'm at in my career and with my finances. It's lovely. King of Pentacles is also possibly an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Very strong earth sign. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So this could also be a good friend that offers you an opportunity to work on something, to do something, to establish something. I feel like there's people in your life that want to help you, and they come with very tangible. You've let go of the fake cups, aka little offers that aren't enough, and made room for real juicy pentacles to come in. Ladies, this could be someone very serious entering your life. Very, very serious. That is going to stick around. And is very reliable. Wow, okay. So the Hangman, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. I have Leo on the table and I have Taurus on the table. Okay, so this is interesting. So I have a masculine figure and I have a feminine figure, right? And both on their own, in their own life, like separate from the other, they seem to be very stable and grounded and successful in their own right and do a lot of things and very productive and creative and just have like a very interesting dynamic life. But somehow the interaction between them feels very, very heavy. Like on the surface it shouldn't, because each of them is so capable of being communicative and social and positive and giving, and yet together there's the extra element of giving, but it has a very deep spiritual essence to it that comes with a lot of it's almost like when you two are together, both your energies, it's like the clash of both your energies, or the merging of both your energies. That's probably a better way to express it. I don't think it's clashing. It's more like merging of both your energies. It takes you out of the matrix. And then you're just, you both really change into a different aspect of yourselves. So for both of you, the dynamic between the two of you is just odd. It's not bad. It's still the Hangman. It's highly spiritual, and it's the card of the holy martyr, let's just say it. Christ consciousness, amongst other things, but it's always a very wise card where you learn to play a role, a part, to survive in society, to adjust, to be a part of groups and, group dynamics and all that. But deep down, we're all just like chaotic molecules bouncing around trying to find ourselves in this infinite universe. But we deceive ourselves into just being, a player in this matrix 99% of our time. But that 1% of your time when you, only when you are in the same room together or interact with each other, it's like you go back to your core essence of being this bouncing cell or bouncing atom or bouncing molecule. There's like, where are we? I don't know where you are. But it's an odd sensation. So you can't really be together too long because of that dynamic, because you have to survive in this matrix. And just being next to each other, it's almost like, stepping into a different dimension within this multiverse. And just, where are we? What are we? Why are we? What is this language that I'm speaking? What is this weird way of me processing information that is going on here? It's too much, so you have to break apart for a certain amount of time in between. I'm not saying that you think that or that you say that to yourself. Okay, we need to take a break now because you give yourself different reasons because you don't really comprehend why it's like that. That and the both of you have other people in your life that kind of draw you apart. But here's the interesting. I don't necessarily think it's ill intent. Let's separate between them. I think it's just okay. Interesting. This is okay. So bear with me. Think of two abstract paintings. Both have a lot of colors and shapes, right? And those two paintings have a lot of colors in common, right? Both have red, both have blue, both have purple, both have yellow. It's arranged differently. Except for one color, let's say color purple, that in both the paintings is placed in the same place on the canvas, has the same shape, the same size. And when you put these paintings next to each other, so everything else pops up as well, because there are the similarities, between the characters of the two of you. But that one specific purple part stands out most because this is the same in this, except here's the tricky part. In both the paintings, that little purple part, shape, is the smallest part. The least obvious, let's say the least obvious. Everything else is splashy and shouty and big, and that just kind of quietly sits on the corner of each of the paintings or something. And it's bright and beautiful and majestic and luring, but it's small and quiet. So when these paintings are placed next to each other, the thing that is mostly activated as the alchemical combination of both these paintings, right, is that purple part. Now let's go further. This little purple part, I hope I didn't lose you there. This little purple part is actually the most pure, essence-like aspect of both their souls, which they're not very acquainted with because they're in their 3D physical body and they have their character and they have their mechanisms and their triggers and their habits and their culture. And the one thing that they share a lot in common, yes, but the thing they mostly share in common is that purple deep essence. You could call it soulmates, you can call it whatever you want. But that specific purple essence is very powerful when it is ignited. And so when the two of you are in the same room together, it's almost like you get sucked into the universe of where you are nothing but that purple thing. Now, even though it's a part of you that you're familiar somewhat with, you're not used to just being that. You're used to having all that other fussy stuff around you as a painting. And suddenly you're just that. And the person in front of you is just that. And it's a little bit mind-boggling. Because you're not even sure if it's part of the mind. Hell, I don't know, maybe you guys are just imagining each other and meeting in the dream realm. That's weird. It's weird, you guys are weird. And who among us can actually handle constantly being their soul essence? So that's the difficulty in your connection. Okay, so now what? And the other people that I mentioned that are like kind of pulling you guys apart, they have in common with the two of you the other colors of your painting, right? So you have people in your life, ex-partners, other options, friends, whatevers, that have a lot in common with you, but they, you guys connect on the other colors that you have, the more mortal, humane kind of aspects that are comfortable. It's comfortable, it's easier. And they make on each of your sides those other colors within you more powerful because they trigger those. And so that purple piece is what I believe is the solution. Boot camp. If you resonate with this and somehow you can convey this to this person of interest of yours in a way that doesn't make you seem mad, boot camp, lock yourself in the same room with each other for like a week. I don't know, it sounds very extreme, but something like that. Like, choose to spend a lot of time with each other consistently, like a boot camp. And keep in mind, if you're going to do this, it's going to be super uncomfortable because you're about to empower that purple spot that you're used to hiding because it's inconvenient to tap into that aspect of us. It requires absolute truth, sincerity, and self-awareness. You cannot deflect that or gaslight it or none of that. It has to be pure. And that might create a little bit of chaos at times. But as those pieces strengthen, it'll get easier. You'll get accustomed to it within yourself, thus accustomed to it within the other. Hope that made sense. Okay. Maybe I'm going to call this, instead of the hero's journey, maybe I'm going to call this Purple Boot Camp. I'm going to continue this below in the on Vimeo as a monthly extended, and I'm going to focus on the love, like the narrative, actually, like what's happening in October between you and your person, your mindset, your heart space, the actions, the past, present, future potential of the two of you for October. So if this was a little bit too vague or too spiritual, or regardless, if you just want to continue finding out more pieces of the puzzle, more pieces of the abstract painting, the link is below. But stay tuned because I'm going to pull another card to sum this, and then I'm going to give us messages from the animal spirit. Yay! And at the end of the extended, I will pull runes and give a rune reading. All right. Let me let you, how about I'll let you take a look at the cards for a little bit. Okay. Anything else I can tell my Scorpios to sum this month for them of October? Okay. Nine of Wands and Page of Wands. So some of you are involved with someone who is involved with someone else. And no, don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily saying third-party situation, although it can definitely be an option. But this could be their work. Okay, this could be their work, their issues, their confusions, their other friends that they rather give more attention to. Don't jump into the trap of the third-party thing. Okay, but what I am seeing here is someone who's avoiding accountability. This is an energy that doesn't want to handle things. Page of Wands is a Sag energy, so this could continue. This might have started in around August, Leo energy, and might continue towards December because of the Sag. This is very strong Sag energy. So it might. So this is for just a few of you, not all of you, because some of you have a very clear Two of Cups here in October. But yeah. So some of you have this in October. Some of you, someone still need, to go through the growth. What else coming up here? There's also something that someone has been holding on to for quite some time that they're about to release and walk away from. If it's not happening in October, then by December once again. Okay, it will differ between different views. I just want to point out to having 3 3s and 2 4s and 2 9s. Yeah, in order for this very creative connection to truly blossom, the foundations that were built with some other thing or some other someone, either for one of you or for the both of you, need to be completely fully processed and released first in order for a new foundation to be built properly. Because right now the foundation is built upon other foundations, right? So the ground needs to be first cleared before you rebuild, right? 4 and 4 building, 9 9 ending. Some cycle has to end. Now, this could be a relationship with a sense of self, of I'm not capable, I'm not good enough, or I'm the constant wounded warrior / victim saint mentality that someone needs to get over as well in order to truly prosper. You can't prosper if you're constantly at a state of mind of lack or of poverty or of sacrifice, right? If you're the eternal scapegoat or sacrificial lamb, that's how you view yourself, then you can't really prosper. So process that. Don't gaslight yourself, Scorpio. Don't avoid. Don't say it's all because of my mother. A lot of it is because of our mothers. The Freudian thing. But I don't. Look, we come here the way we come here. We grow the way we grow, and then we have the ability to change that, to work from it and with it, and to evolve, and to make the best out of it. So, make the best out of it. Animal spirit, please, for my fantastic Scorpio seekers. You know what else I want to do first? Because sometimes I forget. I want to shuffle just the cards that we have here and choose one card for you guys that, knowing about this card or meditating about its spiritual message, could benefit you throughout this month. And I will link the information about this card below in the description box. Okay, so one card for Scorpio, please. I will also do the animal spirit, don't worry. One card for Scorpio for October. Two of Cups, yay, yay, yay. I love that this is our focal point. Love will find a way, right? Okay, so Two of Cups, great. I will link the Two of Cups below. I have a Tarot Masterclass, so I will link that class in case you're not familiar. And an animal spirit, please, for Scorpio for October. Oh, happy birthday to you early Scorpios. Forgot to mention this. Some of you are celebrating at the end of October. So happy birthday. Animal spirit. Ooh, that's too much. Animal spirit for Scorpio. One or two cards. Great. Oh my god! You know who else had the buffalo? Who did I do the other day? I have buffalo and deer. This is definitely these two. Okay, so you're dealing with someone very, very special. Oh my god, Scorpio, someone very special in your life. Whoever this. Oh, the purple! Oh my god, I'm getting excited. Okay, so this these two are these two, the buffalo and the deer. Two earth energies, two very high frequency. Very similar in essence. Very spiritually evolved. And you guys serve for each other a very unique catalyst. You both trigger each other into massive energetic growth. You bring each other further up, further wider, however you want to refer to it. It's almost like when you guys meet, there's, you know, the sky shake. The sky thunder, and yet everything goes quiet at the same time. How is that possible? Scorpio, now I'm really looking forward to doing your extended. We'll check into this buffalo and deer. Let me look at this. There is such a sense of admiration. Like, this buffalo is a very high-spirited spirit animal. Represents wisdom and loyalty, and it's ancient wisdom. Okay, it's Native American wisdom. It's pagan wisdom. It's the wisdom of the elements, but also of the sky and the heavens. It's literally where the heavens and the earth meet. Okay, and they meet in balance. So this is a very potent time where your energy is really skyrocketing and your neurotransmitters are moving super fast, and yet there's this sense of serenity. I think this person here, like their mind is really buzzing with intellect, with thought, with aspirations and visions and dreams and, you know, hopes for a better future and all that. And it's a lot, it's a lot. They're like in it. And it's like when they face this deer energy, this person of theirs, I don't know whether it's you or you, which one you are, but it's like everything goes quiet. And the buffalo can barely recognize their own way of thinking. Because when we're used to a mechanism, a way of thought, then it's just what we know. We all only experience subjective realities. There is no such thing as objective reality. It's just not. We always experience everything from our own mind and from our own eyes. So we can try and be objective as much as we want. It's not. Technically, it's not possible within this matrix anyway. But it's like all that just goes quiet. And they're like, what is going on with my brain? I feel like it's melting into a mush. And this deer here, this individual, they ooze light. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they echo light. You need to wear sunglasses next to them because of a different reason. They'll never gaslight you. Oh my God, this character, they can't lie even, to save their life. It's like a walking dictionary definition of spiritual truth. It's just they can't lie to save their life. And I feel like it brings out the protector aspect of the buffalo spirit. It's a very high guardian. I can't say this deer is naive. It's not naivety. It's just, well, what difference does it make? Everything is light. We come from light. We go back to light. So, and for them, that the buffalo is more grounded than the deer a little bit. It's like, no. Take care of yourself. Or maybe vice versa, I'm not sure. Anyway. Absolutely gorgeous, Scorpio. You guys are gorgeous. Your person here is gorgeous. Okay. All the links is below if you want to book a private reading with me. If you want to check out Tarot Masterclass, if you want to learn how to be a Tohoji or just an existential shifter. And join me on Instagram if you feel like it is the existential shift. And lastly, if you stayed this long, it means that you like me. So I'm going to have to do my moral obligation and use my influence and exposure to speak to you, whether you're a Scorpio or not, about a topic that is very important, not just to me, but all of us as humanity, which is global warming and climate change. I encourage you to please make the changes necessary in your daily life to not be a part of the problem, but be a part of the solution. If you think to yourself you can't make much of a difference, yes, you most certainly can. Myself, for example, just by being vegetarian, I save an average of 200 animals a year and 3,000 trees a year. So every single person counts, even if you just don't use plastic. Be on the good side of history. I'm not sounding overdramatic, and if I'm sounding overdramatic, it's because it's a dramatic reality we're living in right now, unfortunately. And we need to do the best we can for ourselves, for our children, for our future generations. What you do matter. today and every day. Thank you, Seeker. I love you very much. I appreciate you for being here. I hope to see you in other videos, and if I'll see you in the extended, then great, and if not, I'll see you in your birthday season regardless. Much love. Bye.